David, you got there in the end with that 3-2 win, but in terms of Cristiano Ronaldo, was that him at his best today?
Well, sometimes people just count goals, but I think he's playing very well. He scored 3 important goals for us again, so we know we are not playing very well at the moment, but the most important thing is the 3 points.
Yeah, you say you're not playing well, obviously conceding goals. Do you think that's due to the fact that you're missing those holding midfielders and there's perhaps players playing out of position?
I don't know why, but it's true that we are conceding a lot of chances. I think Norwich play a great game. But I think it's more us. We are not playing well. We are not. We should control more the game, especially against Norwich at home. But they play well. They score two good goals, and they had even more chances. But at the end, 3 goals from Cristiano and the 3 points.
Yeah, you may not be playing well, but the character looks like it's still there within the squad to be pegged back to 2-2 and then still go on and get all 3 points in what was a very, very crucial win.
Of course, massive for us. We still have a chance to be in the top 4, so we need to fight for it. Like you say, I think Old Trafford was incredible once again with the 2-2. They were fighting, they were with us, so that's what we have to do, fight until the end and try to score.
That save that you made at 2-2 down low to your right was unbelievable, and that kind of gave the lads a little bit to go on and win it. Just talk us through that save and what was going through your mind.
That was a tough one. As soon as he made the shot, I was, maybe I not get it, but I touched at the end, and it was a great save to keep the 2-2, and then, like we say, a great goal from Cristiano. We are all happy, but we know we have to improve a lot.
Yeah, and the table now looking significantly better for you guys with both Arsenal and Tottenham winning. Can you clinch this 4th place in Champions League spot?
We will fight for it. Let's see what happens, but now still the chance is there to get it, to fight for it, and for sure until the last second we will fight for the top 4.
Thanks for your time. Thank you.
Ronaldo will come away with the back page headlines tomorrow. I think David De Gea will be in contention for player of the season, no doubt, as well, with some of the saves he's had to pull off. And at 2-2...
How did you view that today, Mikel?
Well, a really difficult one to take because it's difficult to explain conceding less than what we've done today to lose a football match in the Premier League.
26% possession, Ralph Hasenhuttl just told me his side had today.
But as well, where we had the possession and how much we have to try to thread the opponent's line and the situation that we created, but we didn't hit the target as many times. The end product wasn't as good as it should be, and you have to score goals to win games in the league.
Was that the frustration, the quality of that final ball at times?
Yeah, because for the rest of the process, the attitude, how they try, what else can I say, to come here and the boys, today they played with the ace that they have to play the way they play, but at the end in the boxes is where they can define it, and we conceded a very sloppy goal on a set piece when our players on the floor, and then when we had the amount of situations that we created, you need to score 3-4.
How difficult was the timing of the goal you conceded just before half-time as well?
Yeah, it was a terrible one, but it's down to us. The way we defended it wasn't good enough, and then we had to respond to that, but you have to score the goal with some minutes to go to give you the chance to win the game, and you see how the team tried, and whatever you ask them to do, they tried to do it, and it's more than ever now, I want to be close to them.
When you did get it on target, unfortunately, what about the performance of Fraser Forster?
Incredible. The saves that he made today, when clear-cut chances, was a defining moment. That's why I'm saying that the boxes decided the game today, because from one box to the other, you could see that the game was only one-way traffic.
3 defeats in a row at this stage of the season. Is that a worry that might linger, or do you just expect an immediate reaction?
That's a real worry, because obviously we lost games in different ways, and to lose the way we've done it today, it's especially painful, because it's really hard to explain. When you see that and you don't know the score, you would say that Arsenal won the game comfortably, and we lost it.
But how important is that now to move on? 7 huge games to come.
And with the results that they happened, nothing has changed much. But again, it's not about the rest, it's about us, how we have to do it. And today I think we performed, but we didn't get the results, and we need both.
If you hit those levels in terms of creativity, like in the second half, will you bounce back with?
Yeah, but you have to put the ball in the net, and in that moment you need some spark, talent, and quality to make the decisive moments count and win football matches. And at the minute, we are not doing that.
And just finally, I know you're taking one game at a time, but it looks, the way the teams are going, this could go right to the final day here for 4th place.
It could be, and we want to be right in the mix right till the last day, and that's why we have to lift the players up, continue to do a lot of the good things that we're doing, and obviously we know where what is our duty now.
Many thanks, Mikel.
Thank you.
Well, it's the first time since the 1983-84 season Arsenal have lost 3 in a row, twice in the same season. Have they just gone off the boil at exactly the wrong time for you, Ian?
No, I think that people will say, oh, it's excuses with players missing, but like I said, if you're missing the kind of players that Arsenal are missing in Kieran Tierney and Tomiyasu and Partey, Tomiyasu been out for quite a while, missed him for quite a while, and you're not creating enough chances, and you're not taking enough chances, even half chances, to give you the kind of the confidence to try and stay in a game and continue when a team's coming onto you because they're trying to score themselves. If you can't then exploit that team who's coming at you because you can't create the chances, you're not going to be able to win the games. You know, when you're missing players of that caliber for Arsenal, all players that are integral to what Arsenal do attacking wise, you're going to struggle. And it's a young side. Like I mentioned, it's the youngest team in the league, and the inconsistency will come with that. But they've just got to keep going. They've got to keep going and keep trying to get something.
Yeah. And, you know, I suppose the age of this squad is something that needs to be, I suppose, reminded of, because it is the inexperience that's costing them ultimately. If top 4 is out of the equation, Darren, for the Gunners, is any form of European football at least a bonus and a sign of progression?
Yeah, absolutely. Because at the start of the season, no one was saying Arsenal were going to finish 4th. Because as you said, the squad's young, inexperienced. So when they put themselves in that position to get into the top 4, it was almost like it was expected. That was never the case. So I think if they were to finish inside the top 6, which I think they will do, I still think that's progression. Because as you said, it's a young squad, still an inexperienced manager. They've had injuries to deal with as well. They've lost a couple of key players. Yeah, top 6 is doing it back into Europe, for me, is still progression and still be a very good season. But from where they were at the start of the season, rock bottom after 3 games, losing all 3, if you'd have said that they were in this position now with a chance of even getting to that top 4, I'm sure a lot of Arsenal fans would have said, yeah, I'll snap your hand off for that.
Agree, Owen?
Yeah, I was with Righty from before. I thought they overachieved, really, from the position in the squad. Credit to Mikel, but the thing is, when you get there, you want to finish the job. And three losses on the bounce against teams they probably should have beat is disappointing, and that's where you see the inexperience of the young guys. Hopefully they can bounce back, but I can't think of an Arsenal team that's had such a weak centre-forward position. In the past, they've always had not 1 or 2. Ketia played today. They've had 4 they've rotated in, so I think that's been a big issue for them goal scoring.
OK, we've got a full-time result to tell you from Wembley Stadium, and Liverpool have beaten Manchester City in the FA Cup semi-final tie by 3-2. They've seen off Pep Guardiola's side. The quadruple is still on. Liverpool, of course, host Manchester United at Anfield on Tuesday. Will that be a good thing or a bad thing as far as United are concerned? The fact that they've just beaten City